Okay, start.
Hello, viewers. Welcome to Legacy Online Mathematics. We've experienced a little bit of delay and somehow absence in our classes, but we've resumed fully. So I would like to encourage you to please subscribe to my YouTube channel, which is known as Legacy Academy, as well as the Facebook channel called Legacy Online Mathematics. Now, on the boards today, we're going to be discussing on what we call logarithmic equation. Logarithm is a very popular topic in mathematics, from natural, common, and to the equation. And for the purpose of our today's lesson, we're going to be discussing on logarithmic equation, not the natural numbers or the natural four-figure table that we are used to. So, talking about logarithmic equation, we can simply recall that logarithm to base a n is equal to x. That means this number, all right, to get this n, we have to raise a to the power of x. We can have it this way. Logarithm to base 2 of a is equal to 3. That means 2 need to be raised to the power of 3 to give us 8. i.e., we can have 2 times 3 times 2 times 2 times 2. That will give us 8. So basically, that's just what we mean by logarithm of numbers. And we also know that we can equally have logarithm to base 10 of 100 is equal to 2. All these are characteristics or system we can use to get logarithm of number, which is the same as 10 raised to the power of 2 is equal to 100. So basically, logarithm of a number is the base, which is a, that need to be raised to the power of x to give us n. Now let's go into operation. Let's talk about operations in logarithm or logarithmic equation. Okay? Now when we're talking about logarithmic equations, the operations that we are to consider there, basically we have some of the laws of indices. Talking about the multiplication law, division law, as well as power law are some of the common ones we are having. So for the sake of today, let's talk about the first one, which is multiplication law, also known as addition in indices, multiplication law. Now multiplication law states that if we have log to base ax of y, what are we going to have in indices? If we remember very well in indices, where we have a raised to the power of xy is the same as a raised to the power of y plus a raised to the power of x plus a raised to the power of y. So it's the same thing we are to deploy here. This is the same as logarithm to base a x plus logarithm to base a y. This is the first law. Now, how do we further break this into an example? For example, we have e.g. is said, if you are given log to base 10 of 3 times 2. This is the same as what? Log to base 10 of 3 plus log to base 10 of 2. Okay, for the case of logarithm of numbers that involve multiplication. Further on, we can find another version of logarithm that talks about simplification. How about if you are given logarithm of 2 of 8 is equal to x? Yes, logarithm of 2 of x is equal to logarithm to base 2 of 8 is equal to x. We can deploy the same method where we have log to base a n is equal to x. That means this a need to be raised to the power of x to give us the value 8. So now let's simplify this. If you are given log 2, logarithm to base 2 of 8 that is equal to x, we'll simply say, okay, fine. What are we going to have? We have 8 is equal to 2 raised to the power of x. Therefore, what is the equivalent exponential value that we're going to have for 8 that will give us this? We have 2 raised to the power of 3 is equal to 2 raised to the power of x. Okay, 2 will take care of this, and then x is equal to 3. Let's check. Is it true that x is equal to 3 will give us 8. Of course, when we have 2 raised to the power of 3, that will give us 8, which is 2 times 2 times 2. Now let's look at the next law, which talks about division law. 2. Division law. Alright? We can still recall in indices where we have a raised to the power of x divided by a raised to the power of y is the same as a raised to the power of x minus y. So deploying this back into logarithm, we'll have log to base ax divided by log to base ay is the same as log to base ax minus y. That's how simple it should be in terms of division of logarithm. How about the last one that I'm going to discuss here before we go into example? Power law. Power law. Alright, power law we can also recall in indices. In indices, we can have it as, if we have a raised to the power of x, y is the same as a raised to the power of x times y. So here we have logarithm to base a of x of y is the same as y logarithm to base a of x. Alright, so these are the basic laws that are involved as far as operations in logarithm is concerned. So we'll continue with our lesson in our next session. Like I said earlier, please subscribe to my YouTube channel, Legacy Academy, as well as my Facebook platform, Legacy Online Academy. Thank you. See you in our next session.